everyone and welcome to Find Your Math. Today we are going to solve this quadratic equation using the factorization method. So the rule that we need when we are applying the factorization in a quadratic equation is that we need to find AC and B. So since a quadratic equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, our a would be the one that's in front of the x, the b would be the 7, and the c would be the 12. So our AC would be 1 times 12, which would give us 12, and our b would be the 7. So what we do is that we're going to find two numbers, which when multiplied will give you AC, and which when added will give you b. So the easiest way to find that is to get the multiples of your AC, which are the multiples of 12. So to find the multiples of 12, we'll have 1 times 12, we'll have 2 times 6, we have 3 times 4, and that concludes the multiples. So among all these, this is the most suitable pair, because when you multiply 3 and 4, you get 12, and when you add 3 and 4, you still get 7. So after getting those two numbers, now we shall apply the factorization. We shall bring our x squared, which is the first part of our equation, plus, we are going to substitute 3 and 4 into 7 by dividing it into 3x and 7x, 3x and 4x, because when you add them, you still get 7x. Then we shall bring our 12 into the equation and equate all that to 0. So as you can see, we have not changed any part of our equation, we're just trying to simplify it. So after this, we are going to take two pairs of the equation. This first pair of the equation to form one bracket, which we shall factorize, and the second pair to also form another bracket. So from this pair, we're going to get the common factor, which will be the x, into, when we remove the x from x squared, we shall remain with x, and when we remove x from 3x, we will remain with 3. Then we shall close our bracket. On to the second pair, we have 4x and 12. The common factor here would be the 4, so it will come outside the bracket. So 4x divided by 4, you would have x left inside, and then 12 divided by 4, you would still have a 3. Then we shall close our bracket, and all this is equal to 0. And as you can see, our equation is still the same. So at this point, you notice that everything in the brackets is the same, x plus 3 and x plus 3. So we are going to neglect one bracket, say this one. Then for the numbers that are outside the brackets, we shall also combine them. So we shall have x plus 4, and then at the same time, we shall have 1 from the brackets, which is x plus 3. So from this, we are now going to conclude with calculating our quadratic equation. X plus 4 is equal to 0, and x plus 3 is equal to 0 is our next step. Everything in this bracket will equate to 0. Everything in this bracket will equate to 0. So we'll have x plus 4 is equal to 0, meaning our x is negative 4. But since we said a quadratic equation has two roots or two answers, we'll also have x plus 3 is equal to 0. And when you work that out, you'd have x is equal to negative 3. Meaning our answer is x is equal to negative 4 or negative 3. And that concludes the end of this discussion about how we calculate quadratic equations using the factorization method. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please like and subscribe, and I'll meet you again in my next segment where we're going to talk about how to solve quadratic equations using completing squares method.